John Lennon, Michael Jackson, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix. When I die, I just wanna be a legend. White roses on my headstone and my
freeway, and I was doing, it's called radar traffic. Have you heard of it? Radar traffic?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So it's when you have a radar and your radar meter is counting by seconds, and each car that passes, there's a little camera that hits, and if in the meter you set on the meter how much or what your speed should be at and what the speed limit is on there, and if it goes over it, it'll beep. This guy went 150, and I pulled him over and I said, sir, just so you know, a speeding ticket is not an arrestable offense. So it's not, you're not gonna get arrested for speeding. It's more like a really big ticket, or like you'll have to show up for court for it. It's not anything to be guilty about. So I pulled over this guy, and he was like, "Oh, sorry, man. Everybody, I've been with so many people that said, oh, I'm in a hurry, and oh, I gotta get there right here, right then." And I can't talk to you right now. But this guy, he was struggling with his voice, and I said, and I asked him very politely, you have to work with communication before you actually ask multiple questions. So you got to work your way up to actually asking questions about the person, and then you get to the field sobriety test, and if he's intoxicated or he's doing some illegal stuff, or if he's running away from a murder, not accusing him of it, or just killed someone and run away from the police that I don't know of. Well, this guy, I asked him to set up in the vehicle. He was completely fine. Like, I did a field sobriety test on him. The first step was to the finger follow. The finger follow is when you put your finger in the middle of a person's nose. The guy or female, whoever it is, that was speeding had to look at me, but also look at where my finger is going. So only with their eyes, though. They cannot move their head. This guy moved just with his eyes. He did everything else, and I did a breathalyzer test on him. Their legal limit was, I forget what he did, but legal limit is like 0.7 or something like that in Ohio. And if you're over 0.7, you're basically unauthorized to drive a motor vehicle on the freeway or anywhere else. But this guy was completely fine, and he just got a ticket of $1,000. Like $1,200 for speeding, and I let him go. I almost took his vehicle for reckless driving, because if you're over 75 miles an hour and a 50 mile speed limit, it's a misdemeanor, and you could possibly be held in court for that and be charged with a couple of things like reckless driving and other dangerous acts like that. But this guy was amazing. I mean, it was crazy. I've never seen 100 before, but I bet I'll see more things to come. But you know,
yeah.
I don't do as much like highway. That's usually what highway patrol deals with. Sheriffs do go out with on the highway when there's not much highway units out. I'm usually working with I'm usually like a it's hard to explain. So basically, when you're in a situation and there's a situation where somebody is in great danger, and nobody in the whole entire whoever's controlling the actual, so if there's a situation like a hostage situation for an example, and I'm the only sheriff unit there. I will be commander of that unit. So I'm commander, and I have all jurisdiction over anybody, and I can say when people should go inside of a house or go here or there. So I'm basically a supervisor of that actual lockup down.
Or whatnot.
So, I mean, it's scary, but I mean, it's easy.
So, or they need to call the cops when they get to Sandy and get a cop car?
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So I got a question. Do y'all sheriffs deal with any wrecks? Because me and my cousin got on a wreck, and the sheriffs were just standing there, and they said that they couldn't really do anything about it until the state trooper came down. So
What do you mean?
So like, in my state, sheriffs, they can't deal with any type of wrecks. I guess they said.
Was it on a
They
freeway?
said that. No, it was on just the regular road, but they said that we had to wait for the state trooper to like issue us like.
What did you see? The name of it? Did you see on the side of this cruiser?
It was just
What it said?
just says
Is
sheriff.
it the same county as you were in? Because sheriffs are different. Your sheriff department. So the difference is your highway patrol has all jurisdiction on all highways until it becomes into a different county. For Columbus, if I'm in Columbus, and I can drive for a really long time if I'm a highway unit, and I could keep on driving. But once I hit Cleveland, Ohio, I have to stop. I don't have any more jurisdiction over there. So, and then a sheriff, he has jurisdiction a lot. He has jurisdictions in many, many places. But it has little jurisdiction in highways, but they don't have a lot of jurisdiction in little towns. And then police have full jurisdiction over the whole city, so they can go down alleys. That's why you see them in alleys, and they have jurisdiction in basically anywhere. You see police cars on freeways too, but they have a lot of jurisdiction. So basically, highway patrol is the highest. So what you were probably seeing is he couldn't do anything about it, probably because he wasn't a supervisor of the scene, and he was probably calling his supervisor to deal with the scene, and you were probably in a place where he had no jurisdiction in, and he couldn't do anything about it. So he had to call in another department from that city or state that he didn't have jurisdiction in, of someone that did have jurisdiction, and they called them in so they could deal with it. So I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's fair, but I mean,
Yeah.
We're just waiting for you all to get up here.
Are we going to get into the roleplay now?
Oh, we're doing
do you
it.
guys,
I thought we were doing it.
do you guys want me to?
We're doing it, insane.
I don't think I'm allowed to use
Yeah, you
actually
are.
my real. I'll use a fake badge number because I don't want to get in trouble. I mean, I don't think my chief would actually get mad at me for actually saying, "Oh, you're on PlayStation." I see, yelling out your badge number and your actual name, but I don't think he would be doing that.
Well, we were recording
Yeah, I
most
tried
of
to tell
this.
my uncle to stop. Yeah, I tried to tell my uncle to stop being a cop because he was in a shootout, and I didn't like that at all.
Shut your door. Oh, never mind.
It was kind of sad though, cause like I knew most of the cops down there because me and my dad would always go down to the station and like say hi to everyone, and I knew like almost everyone, and two police
I'll tell you a
officers passed away.
quick thing about cops. It's just like the military.
Where you?
You get a really good relationship with the people you work with, and then one day there's going to be that one guy that shoots up a school, and you're going to have to go in there, and one of your officers going to be down and they die right in your arms. And that's never happened to me, but it's happened to people that I know. But you do what you want to do. I mean, it's not, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Nobody's forcing you to do it. It's just
Yeah.
that I always wanted to do it since I was younger.
Mhm.
But if you want to be a cop, you got to wait until you're 21, and there's a minimum age to be a cop. You go to I got my degree in criminal justice and my bachelor's degree in criminal justice, and then I went to the police academy for about half a year, 6 months, and while I had to pay $6,000 to be in the police academy, and went to and then also got paid minimum wage of the police academy, and then I got paid a little bit more of what I got paid.
Cops need to mute the sieves.
Well, he's
Alright.
telling us
Alright.
everything that's going on.
Yeah. Let's get a
That's a
cop
good-
car.
Yeah, see, I was thinking about going into the military, and you could go to boot camp right
That's-
whenever you graduate. So
Yeah,
I did not
mean,
know about the.
if you're in the military, there's a lot of people I know that went to the military and then became a cop, and
Mhm.
they PTSD kicks in pretty fast.
Yeah, that's how my uncle was. He was in the Air Force, and then he went to law enforcement, and then now he's in narcotics. He's a
Make sure you
Just
guys
cover top road.
mute us. Off-road and up church. Make sure you mute us.
we will.
Alright.
Is this illegal? Question mark. It should be.
Do you guys want me to use my actual
Okay. That's up to you.
Alright.
That ain't us.
We'll make it fun. We'll make it fun. That's fun Friday.
Alrighty. There. I'll clip it.